Look who's back. Look who's back.
It's a sexy god.
The third disciple's here.
All right, so I've been getting a lot of questions asking me what I think of the whole Rich Piana, Mac Trucc beef. P1, what do you think about the whole situation?
What situation?
Okay. And Terrell, what do you think about the situation?
What are you talking about, bro?
Fuck it, it's leg day, innit? Yeah. Come on.
Messed up my life.
What's going on, guys? So I put a message out on Snapchat. If you don't follow me on there, then follow me. But after the collab with Lex, my Snapchat went up quite a bit. So I wanted to get some questions into so you guys can find out a bit more about me. Know about me. So I said videos only. Videos only. So let's start with the first one.
Who do you want to win the Super Bowl? Please do not say the Cowboys. Please. Like, nah, don't do that. No.
Now, if I'm completely honest, because of the hustle of this whole year, I haven't even been able to keep up with the NFL stuff. It's been mad, but my team is the Eagles. It used to be the Saints. So when I first started playing American football, I remember Ollie Slim came up to me in uni and he was like, "Rah, you look like Reggie Bush." And I was like, "Oh, same, feeling myself, feel good." So I was like, let me see who this Reggie Bush character is. Turns out he was sick. Looked at his USC start. I was like, "Rah."
Explosive, fun to watch. How many words are there to describe this run? Look at this. Just a zone play. He gets up, coming up the sideline untouched. I don't think he was ever touched. Then he stops, puts his chest out.
He got drafted to the Saints, so then the Saints were my team for that year. And then I switched to defense. And then my friend Kirk introduced me to this guy, Brian Dawkins, and I was just like, whoa. Weapon X, I was just like, bruv, this guy is mad. The way that I played was reckless. Like, I would do anything to get a tackle. So then I shifted my focus to the Eagles and I was like, right, the Eagles are quite good. So then the Eagles became my team and they've been my team since then. But Cowboys, I'll never ever want them to win the Super Bowl ever. I need to look up, you know, who is actually in the final four and all that kind of stuff, because I've been slacking on my NFL knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, so I'm just wondering, how do you get bigger biceps? Cheers.
Dickhead. That guy Danny, he used to film videos for me. If you go back and watch the video from Ohio, he's in there. Dickhead. The one question that I said I didn't want asked, yeah. Anyway, whatever, Danny.
How did you and your wife meet?
Oh, how did me and Nyisha meet? Now, let me know what you think of this idea. So basically, I don't really show much of my family stuff on this channel because it's fitness. It's not a family channel. It's not, you know, hey, look at my boy, he's like walking now. I think that's to include that on a fitness channel, that's kind of dead. So what I was thinking of doing was setting up another channel which will be like a one-a-week vlog of just kind of like family stuff we get up to and that kind of thing. And one of the videos will most likely be how we met, because people, I don't even want to say it on here, it actually deserves a whole video because everyone thinks we met in a gym. Is mad. It's mad. Is the way that it happened I still can't believe it to this day. The sequence of events, mad. So let me know what you think of like a family channel. It will just be kind of like, there won't be any like gym stuff in it. It will just be what we get up to outside of the gym, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, let me know in the comment section.
How did Elijah get his name?
Ah, that's a good question. So when we first found out that Nyisha was pregnant, it was planned as well. So we were trying, first time as well, yeah. Super sperm. Actually, no, it was even before that. It was even before that we were looking at names. Like, we had a list of like boys' names, and it's funny because we had like one name for a girl, and I can't even remember what it was now. We couldn't think of any girls' names. We had like loads of names for boys. And we were just kind of going through the names. I think one of them was Isaiah. My family especially, we love the biblical names. So I'm Gabriel, then my brother's David, my sister's Stephanie, my dad's John, and you know, that kind of thing. Like, everyone in our family has that kind of Christian Bible name kind of thing. And we were also looking at what looks good abbreviated as well, because there's some names that are dead when you abbreviate, and it's like, what kind of name is that? but we were like, Elijah, yeah, we like that name. Eli, that's a good abbreviation. Yeah, it was kind of just like a collective decision. We both liked the name, and especially when he was born, we were looking at him and we were like, yeah, Elijah suits. So then we stuck with it. So yeah, there you go.
Yes, Gabriel, seeing as we're both in the UK, what football team do you support, mate? You know, shit.
I supported Arsenal. I guess I'm still like still a supporter in a sense, but I don't really watch football. Since I started playing American football, my love for soccer kind of dropped. I only really watch like international, like World Cup and stuff like that, because World Cup is just, it's the most exciting football for me. You know, people are representing their countries, and you know, there's a lot of underdogs that can shock you. Like the first year that Ghana got in, I went mad. I got the Ghana shirt, I had the Ghana flag. That day that they beat Czech Republic, wait! This was when I was living in Bristol. Went running down the street with the flag. I was, 2-0. The way Asamoah Gyan just, boom, put it in the back of the net. I was like, nah, this is mad. So, Arsenal, but I don't really watch it like that anymore, if you get what I'm saying.
Hey Gabriel, I'm new to your Snapchat. I heard about you through Lex Griffin and all that. But I was just wondering, like, how tall are you? How long you been working out? How much do you weigh and all that?
I have been training I started in 2003. It's coming up to 14, it will be 14 years in October, I think. I did an engineering degree, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out if that's 14 years. Of course it's flipping 14 years. And I was good at maths. Anyway, yeah, I started in October 2003. I did take a little break for like 2 years. I was running like club events, so I was running about 3 club events a week, and that just took its toll on me. I was running the club events, I was working at Carphone Warehouse, and I was trying to do uni at the same time, and it took its toll, and kind of gym took a backseat for about 2 years. I lost about a stone in weight, so then I kind of not start again, but I had to kind of rebuild again from there. But yeah, if you take total times, 14 years, active time, 12 years. So, and I am 5'10" and 3/4. And currently weighing 94 kilos. I'll put it what it is in pounds on the screen. 94.5 kilos, around that. I fluctuate a little bit up and down. Yeah.
My question is, what advice would you give young PTs today, just trying to make it big, you know, other than through social media?
For young PTs, okay, so I've been personal training officially since 2012. Unofficially kind of before that, but it wasn't really serious. It was just kind of like helping my friends out and stuff like that. So to build a name for yourself is have integrity about you. I think a lot of PTs kind of get lost in the whole fame aspect of things instead of the focusing on helping people, and it has an effect, and it's noticeable. So what I did was I started off with my friends. One of my friends, I trained her for free. She lost a good amount of weight. She was beach ready. Used that as a transformation picture, and then kind of built up from that. So I started from within the circle I had access to, and then from that circle, people will talk. But as long as you hold your integrity and it's your name on the line. So some people, they just because of the fame, they want to get as many clients in as possible, and then they can't actually provide the transformations and the work that they need to provide, and then it shows within everything. So then you don't get the positive feedback. So some people would prefer to just take money and just say, oh well, yeah, I've got the money now. And regardless of whether they complete it or not, they say, oh well, I've got the money now. I want transformation pictures. If you're not gonna give me transformation pictures, I don't wanna know. It's like, because that's the only way that you grow. If you give me transformation pictures and I can then, you know, shout to the world and say, right, this is what I did with this person, and they will also go to their friends and say, this guy helped me lose this much weight, and now I know how to do it myself, and they can preach about you, it's gonna grow organically. Then stuff like social media and stuff is just an addition. It's almost like supplements. It's not needed, but it's a good boost, and then that's when you'll start to grow. So just keep your integrity about you.
Okay, but apart from traditional like bodybuilding, have you tried any other sort of workout exercises such as calisthenics or CrossFit, for example?
That's a good question, actually. Okay, so let's start with calisthenics. When I first started on YouTube, I was big in calisthenics, so that was 2012.
We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. You know I had to sell, yeah.
I was doing the flag, I was doing muscle ups, I was doing, you know, handstand push-ups and stuff like that. And yeah, I loved it. I loved it. And it's something that I would want to incorporate back into what I'm doing, but you can't focus on too many things at once. So right now it's the powerlifting and hybrid with bodybuilding and stuff like that. CrossFit interests me, but the way that people do it at the moment is it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So let me explain that. People cuss CrossFit and stuff like that, and sometimes for good reason, because take Olympic lifters. Olympic lifters, I know a few. Olympic lifters, to get the form right, even for me doing power cleans, to get the form right takes years. To then go and do CrossFit, where you've only had like 6 months experience, and then you're trying to do those same Olympic lifts with speed and for loads of reps, it just screams danger. Red flag, red flag, red flag. But then there's people who, like James St. Ledger, check him out if you haven't seen him. He's sponsored by Grenade. I would class as a very, very good CrossFitter because he's taken the time to learn the craft of Olympic lifting. So yeah, it's good, but people just need to take their time and really use the CrossFit as a community and a chance to learn something new without trying to rush into doing these crazy WOD workouts and stuff like that, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I was mad on the calisthenics stuff, mad on it. I loved it. And now that I'm training with Terrell Lewis, that's something that we probably want to kind of bring back as well. So, you know, little bits. We'll show you different things. Yeah, hope that answers the question.
Gabe, question for your Q&A. What's been your greatest achievement and how has it shaped you?
Oh my God!
Ooh, that's a deep question, bro. I guess I don't have like one single achievement. I try and live my life in making small achievements, but that make a difference. So, you know, my first great achievement was starting my own business, like taking the plunge and saying, I'm walking away from this 9-to-5 job, or more like 8-to-7 job, and starting my own business. From my initial business plan, it's taken a completely different direction, but I made the decision and I'm still going with it. My next achievement, another achievement, was playing American football professionally in Finland. That was a great achievement for me. Starting True Beast Athletics is probably one of the biggest achievements because I've been wanting to do it since, been wanting a clothing line since I was 21 when I first started uni. So actually no, when I was 20. So that's a big achievement for me, and to see the support and stuff, and you know, people buying the stuff is a great feeling for me because it's something I wanted for a while. Having Elijah, you know, his character is crazy. His character is like, I see myself in him, and the fact that he's so active and he's so clever and stuff like that, I feel that is a great achievement as well. So yeah, there's so many achievements, and I look to have more and more and more and more, if you get what I'm saying. So that was a deep question, bro.
Hi Gabe. Right, my question is, have you been called anything else apart from Beast? Because I will call you a dinosaur.
Hey, alright, so basically nicknames. What nicknames have I had? So the main one, the nicknames started from uni. So, you know, the general abbreviation was G, and then I started G-Force Originals, which was my first ever clothing label, which I didn't really know what I was doing, but yeah, different story. But yeah, so G-Force was kind of like, I was then known as that. When I started playing American football, because of the whole Brian Dawkins thing and all that kind of stuff, a few people started calling me Weapon X, especially when I came to London. That was kind of like, that's what they called me, Weapon X. Then, this is the funniest one. I was called The Thing from Fantastic Four. Now, let me explain. Hold on, let me explain. So, in American football, I played strong safety. My main aim for any play was to come downhill and light someone up.
Ain't got what fun, right? Get on, breeze, follow, don't hate, man. You only make me great, man. Not amongst no ways, man. Took a little break off the league on my own. Now it's album time, I'll be bound. Look chill for real, I'm still for real. Let's go still.
But dropping back into coverage and then catching the ball, I didn't really have it. I don't know whether it's because I was always looking at who's coming to try and hit me to, you know, stop me from intercepting or whatever, but let's say the hands department of catching wasn't quite there. So they're like, rah, you're like The Thing, you know, that you hit hard like a rock, but you got stone hands. And that stuck for like 2 years. Well, yeah, and then it was the Truth, which is still sticking, and then True Beast, which is kind of like still a kind of a nickname, and also the clothing line and stuff like that. So yeah, those are my nicknames. And yeah, this is the new limited edition t-shirt, which, you know, is very sexy. Check it out on the website anyway, and use launch10 for a 10% discount if it's your first time buying as well. I'm about to get something to eat. Hope you enjoyed this Q&A. I'll try and do some more if you like the type of stuff. If you do like it and you like this video in general, give it a thumbs up, because it really does help the channel grow and stuff like that. And it's quite a simple thing to do. Just hit the thumbs up, and you know that you're kind of supporting the cause of me. But yeah, it's food time. I will catch you guys in a second.
Girl, you're in the kitchen, cooking me a meal. Something makes me wanna come in there and get a feel. Walk around in your t-shirt with nothing else on. Strutting past, switching that hair, smile, I'm on the phone. Cutting up tomatoes, fruits and vegetables and potatoes. Girl, you look so sexy while you're doing a damn thing that I want. Sex in the kitchen, over by the...